Bruce Wayne fly fresh. So fresh. I'm fresh. Nerd fresh. So fresh.
Welcome back, watchers of YouTube, to another episode of Street Nerdz. I am your host, the man who voted for Zaphod Beeblebrox 5 times in 2 elections, Stretch. There's a lot of magical worlds out there full of characters for us to pull out for fanfic, for who would defeat who, and the ever-favorite, who is the best. But since I'm in front of the camera and this is my list, I'm going to go with the 9 wizards I, personally, would invite to my party. At number 9, we have Fred and George Weasley. These two are the original party wizards, and I mean that literally. Fred and George would party for anything from Gryffindor wins to the end of semesters to just being Tuesday. With all the parties they threw at Hogwarts, I would hope they are skilled in it. They also started the magical joke shop, Weasley's Wizard Wheezes, so we can have all kinds of mad magic mischief. With number 8, we have Gandalf. Whether he is early or late, or arrives precisely when he means to, Gandalf brings a party. If invited, he brings fireworks that are legendary in a world that is itself legendary. And of course, let's not forget that old Toby Pipeweed, wink wink. If uninvited, he brings 13 dwarves and then sends you off on an adventure. A win-win in my opinion. With number 7, we have John Constantine. This modern mage is a hard-drinking, chain-smoking, demon-gambling a-hole with a heart of gold. That he no doubt stole from a more noble soul. Constantine has little to live for but to have a good time. I don't think I would actually invite Constantine, he would just con his way in somehow. Like he did to this list. How did he get on here again? With number 6, we have Zummy Gummi. Disney's The Adventures of Gummi Bears taught us that not all wizards are human. This small blue bear cosplaying as Rasta Doctor Strange is funny and cute, and this little guy is invited for sure. If for no other reason than he can hook me up for some of that sweet gummy berry juice. About halfway through the list here with number 5, we have Merlin from The Sword and the Stone. If you're going to host a party for wizards, you should have the most famous one. Aside from the myriad of party games one can make up if one of your guests can transform people into animals, Merlin also has an affinity for making up songs. Plus, he sees all, so he would know if he was invited. He can probably hear us now. With number 4, we have Mary Poppins. Just a spoonful of sugar and Mary Poppins is welcome. With cartoon friends that sing and dance to picture book worlds that we can jump into and explore, Mary Poppins doesn't just show up to a party, she takes the party anywhere and everywhere. And when all is said and done, she'll make sure everyone cleans up, neat and tidy. At number 3, we have Serena, the wild cousin of Samantha and the original party girl. If you are lucky to have her take an interest in you, hold tight and enjoy the ride, because you are in for some fun. Serena has made parties appear out of nowhere just to have some fun with Samantha and to annoy her husband Darren, but everybody in Samantha's family is doing that anyway. She is mischievous, spontaneous, and fun, just as long as you aren't too square. With number 2, we have Accuro, the wild wizard of the Deadlands. Accuro is an excellent storyteller and has proven very adept at drawing on people. First person to fall asleep at one of my parties, and they will have more than inappropriate drawings on their faces. They will have spells that can raise demons. Now that's funny. Also, if anyone dies, well, he brought Conan back. And finally, with number 1, we have Yen Sid, the wizard from Fantasia. I bet you didn't know the wizard from Fantasia had a name. Well, I didn't know until I did this list. Yen Sid, or Disney backwards, is really invited for one reason: those eyebrows. A man with eyebrows like that can get in anywhere he wants. Okay, he also has a magic hat that brings things to life and controls the cosmos. You don't need Netflix when you have that. Well, that's my list. Let me know if I missed out on any witches or wizards in the comments below. If you loved it, liked it, or hated it, the only reason you have an opinion is because you watched it. And for that, I thank you. I have been Stretch, this has been Street Nerds. Don't forget to hit the bell notification, subscribe, and check out our Facebook.
So fresh, I'm fresh, nerd fresh, so fresh. No matter how I dress, it's me I must impress. So then I must confess that I'm looking nerd fresh.